What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. We have a matchup today of Buggy versus Blue Purple Luffy. Now, these decks aren't out yet. Well, Buggy's out, but I'm proxying the starter deck because I'm so hyped about it. So I printed those cards out. This is like round 4 of the tournament. We're in the bottom table. My friend's playing Blue Purple. My friend Miguel, shouts out Miguel, playing Blue Purple Luffy, which isn't out for a week. And I was over Mink's Corona. I'm like, I don't want to play Minx Perona against this matchup because I never was going to plan on playing that anyways. I wanted to play Buggy or Nami or Blue Purple itself. So I was like, is it cool if I proxy? Because he asked me, is it cool if I play this deck early? And I said, is it cool if I proxy? Predator meme, shake hands. We're awesome. We're going to play both of these illegal decks. I'm going to start off with a Galdino Searcher to search top 1 and grab the Cross Guild event. And then he passes it right back to me. And I'm going to do 3 for peel off and pass. His leader effect, very strong leader, going to be best deck in format. 6k body, he's doing 7 life here. We're going to take him. It's a trigger of Cross Guild, search top 4 for a Cross Guild. We could also, Cross Guild can grab Cross Guild. We're going to grab the promo Croc, which we'll see in a second. But once he gets to 8 Dawns, kind of when it happens for him, he's able to look at the top 5, add a Straw Hat at the hand, put the 4 in the top or bottom of his deck in any order. So now we go to our 5 Dawn turn. We're going to tap 5, use leader effect, pitch a card. We're going to pitch the Cross Guild Searcher. We're going to play Croc into the promo Croc from the 2v2. Croc plays a 5 cost or less Cross Guild or Baroque Works, and we're going to use that to play that promo Croc, which bottom decks a 2,000 power or less. So we're able to get rid of that Bond Clay relatively easy. Could have also promo Buggied so it didn't get to attack, but I like this play better. He's going to tap 3 for It's to Die For, and that allows him to ramp 2 active Dawn because we have a character with 6,000 power or more. Very strong ramp card. Kind of played right into it, but ultimately he's going to swing it all on lead. We're just going to take. But ultimately it's okay because the way it ramped out, like he's going to leader effect next turn. So we tap 1 for a Galdino Searcher, search top 4 for a Cross Guild. We're going to grab an Alvida. We're going to tap another one. I'm really digging here for the new Croc and Mihawk because I'm going to grab the Buggy. I'm suspecting he's going to Sanji into Big Mom, and I don't want something going into life, so I wanted to be able to keep that thing on board, but ultimately not going to be able to find it. So we're going to swing 7 life, hopefully get a 2k out of hand. He gives me a 2k, 7 life, again 2k. Now we're going to be able to tap 5. We're going to leader effect. We're going to pitch one of our Mihawks to play promo Buggy. Promo Buggy plays a 6 cost or less, so we're going to be able to play the other Mihawk we had in hand, which allows us to draw 2, trash 1, and we're going to trash the other promo. We're in a 2 of that promo Croc, testing it out. I really like that card. And we're going to pass. So now our board's 4. He has no board, but he gets to leader effects. So now he's looking at the top 5 cards. He adds a Sanji 2k to his hand. And then the ideal play for him here is he gets to tap 9 for Sanji into something scary. What that something scary is, he swings 7 life. Like it could be a Big Mom, it could be a Katakuri blocker, it could be a 9-10 Luffy rusher, it could be the new Snake Man rusher. Those are kind of the ones I'm expecting. I'm ultimately going to block 1k, and the reason I do this is because I have multiple 2ks that if he swings 10 I can counter out. But he just taps 8 and hard plays Katakuri. So he didn't get to see his ideal curve, because if he has a Sanji here and Sanji's into Mihawk, Sanji's into Big Mom, it's a strong play. We're going to tap 5 leader effect, and we're going to be able to play out our Buggy and bottom deck his Cat. And the Buggy's going to get to stick. So now we're just in an incredibly strong spot. We have 4 Dawn. We're going to swing 8 life. And I'm just telling him, he's like, what you mean disrespectful? I'm like, I promise I'm being super respectful. Swing 7 life. And then we're going to swing another 8 life. And he's going to Gum Giant here. Tap 1. Pitch a card. Return 2 Dawn. And then draw 2. So now he's still at 8, so he gets the leader effect. He's going to grab the 9 Sanji, so he guess he didn't have it. This is the card that makes his deck go, especially now that he's at 8 or higher Dawn. So now he's going to play that Sanji into something. What that something is, it's hard to tell. If it's going to be a Big Mom, if it's going to be a Rusher. It could be that cat blocker again. So we'll see how this goes. I'm suspecting he's going to either swing 6 or 7, and it's whether or not I want to use my blocker. I'll use my blocker. I have enough counter to keep it alive if it's a Rusher, and he plays into a Big Mom, and he's going to put that Mihawk into my life. So Big Mom allows him to on play, pitch a card, return a Dawn, and you get to heal, and you get to put 1 6 cost or lower to my life. So we do that. And yeah, we are in a spot where we have a 12k swing. We have 2 7s. We're going to tap 4 for the new Alvida Searcher, which allows you to draw 3, trash 2. We finally draw that Croc and Mihawk, but we don't need it anymore. And we drew 2 of them, so we're going to pitch those. There's no counters, and I don't see us playing it anymore. But we do have that Buggy, which is huge. Now we can leader effect, and bottom deck is Big Mom. He's still going to have his Sanji, but hey, we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of the Big Mom. So we pitched the 2. We still have 6 standing Dawn. The Alvida, great addition. Love that card. It counts as a 5 cost because we have 2 or more 5 costs on board. Even though it's a 4 cost, it gets an extra 1 cost. Just allows us to leader effect a little bit easier. We swing 6 life. He gives us a counter. We're going to swing 7 life. Swing 7 life. He takes 12 life. He takes. Now we leader ability. Tap 5. Pitch 2k. And then we play over the promo Buggy because I don't anticipate him playing any 3s or 4s anymore. So now our board's looking pretty awesome. We don't have any blockers, but we're at 4 life. And he just has the Sanji. Uses leader effect again. He's going to grab a Gum Gum Giant. He puts back on top. Now he gets to draw for turn. He goes to his 10 Dawn. He has a Sanji swing. He swings 9 into the 7. I was thinking about swinging 9 into the 7. And I could counter out, but then my hand's going to be super small. And I don't have to give 2 2Ks for that. So I'm going to let it die. I feel like I'm in a strong spot. Maybe I should have countered out because here comes the Grav Blade, which I did not expect. He bottom decks the Croc and the Mihawk. And now all of a sudden our board's not as full. But he didn't. His board is just the Sanji. He has 3 Dawn standing. He swings 6 life. We'll take. No trigger. And he passes. So now we have these 2 12k bodies. We could pressure, but he's got 3 standing Dawn. I'm going to swing 12 life. He's going to tap 1 for a Gum Gum Giant. Return 2 Dawn. Pitch a card. He gets to draw 2, so that gets him up to 10. He still needs to get 2k, 1k, or plus 3. And he taps 1 for a Gear 2, which allows him to go plus 3. So he counters out of that. We're going to swing another 12 life. He's going to Gum Gum Giant again. Return 2 Dawn. Draw 2. He needs to pitch a card. He pitches the Nami. Draws 2. And he still needs to give us 2k, 1k. So he gives us 2k and another 2k, I think. So ultimately, we've got his hand size super small down, and we tapped his Dawn. Plus, he's not going to be able to leader effect next turn. We're just going to swing 7 life. He takes. And then now the idea here is we can play tap 4 for a Moj blocker, or which we do. We play that. We could also play a Kabaji blocker down, but I think I'm going to get a little greedy here and play the Alvida. Draw 3, trash 2. We draw another Buggy, so we have that for next turn. We'll pitch the Croc Mihawk. We'll pitch the Croc. Keep the 3 2Ks and the Buggy. So the Moj gains blocker. We have a blocker on board. He has 1 swing. We're not in any danger of being killed this turn, but he could block her up. But then we have the Buggy for the blocker, assuming he plays like Sanji into Cat. That's probably one of his better plays. He gets Sanji into Big Mom. But we still have 2 12k bodies, and we were able to go through. Actually, no, he can't because of how much Dawn he spent. Like, he can't Sanji this turn. Forgot about that. He's at 8 Dawn total. We're just gonna counter out of the first swing, and then we're gonna use Moj blocker, which Moj has effect on KO if you have 3 or less cards in hand, which at the time we did. Draw a card. So now we go to our Tendon turn, and we have a Buggy, and we can bottom deck either of the Sanjis. We don't need to, but we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna tap 4 for another blocker, a Kabaji blocker. We're gonna tap 5, leader ability, pitch, play the Buggy out. We're going to bottom deck his standing blocker Sanji that he played, the Soba Mask. Now we can swing 12 life. He has 4 Dawn standing. He's going to Gum Gum Giant a 4th time, I believe. Return 2 Dawn. So he gets up to 10, 12, 13. So he counters out, swing another 12, and he definitely has 1 card, and it's a brick. So we're able to get the dub here. I think the key deciding factor is he didn't get to Sanji on that first initial turn. If he does, it's probably a different game because he was able to just get that more tempo. But other than that, like, we kept the tempo going. We saw pretty much ideally almost everything we needed to see. We saw the Buggies when we needed to see them. And this is why I think that Buggy can potentially compete with this deck. Blue Purple is going to be the best deck in format. But I just feel like it's not uncommon for the Blue Purple to like not Sanji the first turn it does. I mean, granted, it could do a better play like a Big Mom if they have it, but it's they don't have it doesn't run a ton of removal on curve. It does. He did run the Gravity Blade, so maybe that could hurt me. But like, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't run a ton of removal. I feel like this deck doesn't run a ton of removal, and like we could get to Buggy and get to do what our deck does, which is just continue bottom deck things while establishing 10, 12 bodies. But let me know in the comments anything differently. Appreciate you guys, and see you next time.